here, Beyond the Chair. Today I am doing my vlog from home because I'm sure as many of you moms out there understand there's little to no time in a day and my little one is napping, so it's vlog time. I just kind of wanted to do a little bit of kind of an intro into our blow dry sprays. They are huge. My clients love them, I love them, and I just kind of wanted to explain to everybody that's not really sure what they do or if you even really need them, just so you know that there is something out there for every hair type. It's an amazing product. So what I first want to explain about the blow dry sprays is that they come as a two-phase system. So each one, so this one being the color line, you can kind of see the two phases in there. It's got the really nice shine technology in there. That one would be like your silks and your really awesome, the Tammany oil that's in there. All that's kind of almost in the middle. You can see the oil floating in there. So it's in there and it's got like a really nice shimmer to it. So it's super soft. This one is going to give you, like, it does have the keratin as well in it, so it's going to help to repair the hair, shine it out. That awesome shine that's in there is going to just make all of my really like bright colors that much brighter. It just illuminates them. The Tammany oil is amazing for that. So this UV spray, it is very it's going to give you UV protection, it's going to give you heat protection, and the nice thing that people love about it is that it can be in wet or dry hair. When I say wet, I don't ever like my clients to put it into their hair when it's soaking wet, otherwise you're just not, it's not going to do anything. The water in the hair is taking up so much space that this product's just sliding right out. It's not going to do what it's supposed to do. All the technology is pretty much wasted on soaking wet hair. So just make sure that before you spray it into your hair that you're giving it a really good towel dry, get all that moisture out of there. And then what I love about it, my favorite selling point of these products, is that you can use it dry. You can, when I wake up in the morning, I give it a really good shake. Pretty much the first thing after I brush my teeth, I'll give it a really good shake, spray it in my hair, kind of just let it sit for a minute. Even if I've got curls in there and I want that next day kind of like tousled look, I will spray it in and then I will run a brush through my hair. It's just gonna like soften it up and take that crunch out. So it's really nice, and it's gonna be protecting it for a whole nother day. I like it because a lot of times people will use a spray or even like a cream or something before they style, and that cream isn't gonna kind of go for the next day. It's not gonna, when you go to like add an extra curl or fix up a piece here and there, you're not really getting a ton of protection from that first application 3 days ago. This stuff is awesome every day, not gonna weigh you down. So that one is the color line, love it. And then this one is the one that I recommend the most for any really my more damaged clients. So each of the 4 quadrants in the Kerasilk line, being the control, the color, the reconstruct, and the repower, they all, exactly what I had talked about during my masks segment, is kind of goes the same. They're all in that 4 sets of families, and they're all going to gear towards those different hair types. So this one being our regenerating line, it's going to regenerate the hair, the structure of the hair. So it's really awesome. It's got this technology in it called the Hyalo Veil. I always call it Hyoveil, just kind of like rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. But it's creating a veil around the hair, like a really nice hydrating, protecting structural veil. So it's got, same thing, you'll be able to see, even I just shook it up, but you can still kind of see in there, it's got a really nice kind of top layer where you've got all your technology, all your nice hydrating oils, and all the keratin, the silk, all that. You can see it all in there. So you're just gonna wanna give it a really good shake before you spray it. Same thing as the color, you can use it on towel dried hair or even dry hair. Like I said, think about all those awesome hydrating mists for your face. This is the same thing, but in the hair world, and it's seriously amazing. Can't get enough of this stuff. I go through about a bottle a month. It's so good. All right, so our last spray that we have is in our Repower line. So this one is really nice, the technology, and this one is the Elastin. I talked about it in the mask segment, but what I didn't talk about, which is super cool, is that it has, when you think about the pH scale being acidic, well, it'd be the opposite, I guess, when it's all flipped, but from alkaline to acidic, It's kind of more of an alkaline state product. The whole line is. So what that is going to do is it's going to plump the hair shaft. It's definitely a lot of the more acid products are going to smooth out the hair, and it's going to close the cuticle. So that's going to give you that really soft, smooth, controlled look. Whereas the Repower, it's going for a completely different effect on the hair. It's going to sit in that alkaline zone, and it's going to expand the hair cuticle. So it's going to give you much more volume. It's going to give you much more movement if you have really flat hair. As well, the technology that this one carries is the elastin. So in all three of them, you're going to get the keratin and the silk, but this one has the elastin in it, so it's just going to help give your hair that bounce that you don't necessarily have naturally when you have a more fine, flat texture. So that being said, that is the 3 blow dry sprays, but I did also want to talk really quickly about the Kerasilk Control Lines kind of version. Theirs is definitely not a spray, it's a lotion, but this one's really great because it's their smoothing fluid, it's called. So it does have a really nice little pump on it. It doesn't give a ton per pump, but you don't really need a lot of it because you're only putting it through your ends or through your really stressed areas that you just want to like control. And this one can go in towel dried or dried. So when I am traveling, I do love to throw this in my purse, or I just like to have it on hand because I use it almost as though it's like a hand lotion or a lip chap, you know, and my hair is just it's had a really rough day and it's super dry from the elements or whatever, from the heat from the week before. I'm going to just really load up on this because it is going to hydrate. It's strengthening it. It's controlling that frizz. So I really, really love this one for that. I do think I'm kind of getting a little bit past my time limit that I gave myself, so I won't talk too much more about it, but I will definitely take input as to maybe some other products you guys want to hear about, any questions that you might have. And this goes to not just my clients or followers, but as well fellow professionals. If there's anything that you have questions about or that you would love to see on my channel, just please feel free to DM me or send me an email or follow me on Instagram. Thanks guys, bye.